Hi, this is a part 2 of the pixel grid video, and we were over here in the purple row. We have completed it, so like this over here, if you remember. And if you haven't watched the first part, so it's way better for you that you go and watch the first part, because in the first part I've explained the details and the concept of crocheting the pixel grid. So if you haven't watched that, go and first watch it, so it's way better for you first. So if you remember that we were over here, we completed this row and we reached the end. This is the end over here, so I reached my end in my pixel grid, but your might be different from me, remember. So as you know that we are doing the carry on method and we have two yarns together, so it might be a way big hard thing to us to carry on both yarn balls together. So it's good for you that you just untangle them by the time, because they get tangled too fastly because we are carrying on them together. So first you need to untangle the yarn balls yarn after the every row ends. So yeah, let's start. So after you make your row over here, you're gonna cross off your pink yarn, which is the carrying on yarn. You're carrying on that, so you're gonna cross off towards the back side and you're gonna secure it with your middle finger of the back, and then you're gonna chain one, and then after you're gonna flip off your work. So over here you flip that, so and yeah, you've reached your another round, so you can make the another round by carrying on to the other color. And over here, so we have done this row and we need to move upwards, so we chain one, so we move upwards, and then we need to count the stitches, the white boxes before the purple ones. So I have a total of 8 boxes before the purple color, and then I'm gonna make 8 single crochets before it, or I can just count them before to make it more clear. So just count the purple boxes or the colored boxes which you have before the other colored one. Count it. I have a total of 8. I'm gonna single crochet all across until I reach the 7th single crochet. So just single crochet while carrying on to the pink one. So I'm gonna insert my hook into the last stitch over here, and I'm carrying on to the pink and pull it tightly, but do not pull it too tight, because while making the pixel grid your piece will go inwards, so it will shrink up your piece a little bit, so that it's good for you that you don't pull it too tight. Just leave it in the corner. Don't worry if you have the sides coming out from the corner, like over here the pink sides. Don't worry for it. We're gonna clear the edges while making a slip knot after our piece ends, so it's okay for that. And I've placed my first single crochet. I'm gonna go into the second one, so I'm carrying on to the pink color. You can see it's always on top of my piece, on top of my hook, because I'm carrying on to it. So I've made my second. I need to make more, so I need to make 4 more, not 5, because we need to change color onto the last stitch, remember. So just place 2 more like this, single crochet all across. So how many I have, I'm gonna count them. I have 6. I need to make 1 more. So now I got 7, and I need to change color onto the 8th stitch. So I'm gonna insert my hook into the next stitch and place a single crochet, but I'm not gonna complete all the single crochet. Instead, I'm gonna cross off the yarn, the working yarn, and I'm gonna secure it with my thumb, and I'm gonna yarn over onto the pink yarn. I'm gonna make working yarn my pink yarn, and I'm gonna yarn over on the pink yarn, pull through, and I'm gonna carrying onto the green yarn, which is this one. And now we need to make the pink boxes like the purple ones. So how many we have? Before we have 5, and now we have 7 purple boxes. We need to make 7 of them. So just count. Yeah, first we need to make 7 of them, but just make 6 because we need to change color onto the last one. So just make 6 single crochets or how many colored box you have until you reach your last stitch. So just make 3 more, and I'm carrying on to the green one, as you can see with me. So I've reached my 6th one, my 6th block, and my 6th stitch. My 6th block means 6 stitch, and now I'm gonna change the color onto the 7th. So I'm insert my hook and place a single crochet, but instead completing it, I'm gonna cross off it, and I'm gonna secure it with my thumb, and I'm gonna yarn over onto the green yarn. Basically, I make the green yarn my working yarn. I'm gonna pull 2 bow loops, and then after I have just green boxes, it means that I have just left with white boxes over here. I'm gonna count on the white boxes and continue making the white boxes all across my piece over here. I have 13 boxes after the pink one, so it means I'm gonna make 13 stitches, and after making this row, I'm gonna count on to my stitches from above. I'll have a total of 28, or what the stitch number you've made in the beginning, in the base. So make sure that you have a right number that you make in the beginning. Our stitch number will never change. That we made in the beginning will stay remaining till the end. Just the color is the change over here, not the stitch number. So I'll have a total of 28, and 13 I'm gonna make more now over here. So I'm gonna continue making single crochets, and I'm gonna meet you when I'm at the end. I'll count onto my stitches after making my last stitch. Sorry for the tangle, and gratefully I have 28 stitches. So yeah, you need to count it from above, that how many V's you have. One V represent one chain, and so you go on. And now we need to move on to the next row, which is this row over here. So we go this way, like we end over here with chain 1, and we go this way, and all across we go this way, and we chain 1. Now we're gonna chain 1 and go this way to make this part over here. So remember, to chaining in pixel grid, you're gonna cross off the pink to the back side, and then after you're gonna chain 1, and then you're gonna flip your work. So you're gonna place single crochets, and you have a total of 13 single crochets in my pixel grid if you're following mine, but yours might be different. So make 13 single crochets, or just make 12 of them, because we need to switch color on the 13th stitch. So just make 13 single crochets, and I'll meet you when I'm on the 12th one. So now I'm done making 12. I need to change colors, insert my hook into the next stitch, yarn and pull up a loop, and cross off your working yarn, and make the old yarn your working yarn, and secure the current yarn with your thumb, and yarn over onto the yarn change color. So now we reach this part, and we have 2 boxes over here. We're gonna make 2, or let's just say that we're gonna make 1 with the pink. So carry on to the green one and just make 2, but do not complete the second one. Instead, cross off the pink and make the green one your current yarn, the working yarn. And then after this, we have total of 3 boxes over here with green, or what's your current color. So you're gonna continue making the 3 boxes with green, or what's your current number of chains. So make 3 of them. So 1, 2, and then 3. So sorry for the camera, I accidentally fall down. And now I reach my 3rd stitch, and now I'm gonna cross off the working yarn, and I'm gonna make the pink yarn my working yarn and finish off. And then after this, we have 2 boxes over here with pink or purple, or what's your current color, and just make 2 of them, or let's just say that we're gonna make 1. So now we're gonna change color, cross off your working yarn, and make the left of the carrying yarn your working yarn, and pull through. And then after this, you're just gonna single crochet all across the end over here. You might have a total of 8, so just continue making single crochets all across until you reach the end. Now I'm done with my row, and now I'm gonna flip my yarn towards the back, and I'm gonna chain one after and flip my work and make single crochet into this stitch over here, also carrying onto the color before pink one. And then now I'm over here onto the upper side, and I have 8 single crochets, means I have 8 boxes with the white, or I have green, so I'm gonna make 8 single crochets now. Just make 8 of them, and all across, but just say that you have 7 of them because we need to change color. Remember that we are always changing color onto the left stitch. So I have 6 and my 7th one, and then now I'm gonna change color onto the 8th one. So my yarn had got tangled, I need to make it untangled. So I switched to the color, and then now I have 2 boxes with pink or purple, or what's your current color. So like this, and I'm gonna cross off my working yarn and make the carrying yarn my working yarn and pull through. And then now I have 4 boxes with white and or my green, so I'm gonna make 4 of them, or just 3 and 3, and the 4th one will be changing color. So just you have a tangled yarn, don't worry, you're just gonna untangle it later. So cross off your current yarn and make the carrying yarn your working yarn and pull through. And then we have 1 box, only 1 box, and now I'm gonna teach you how to change color in the 1 box. So you're just gonna insert your hook into the stitch, yarn under, pull through, and now you're not gonna pull through the whole stitch after. Instead, you're just gonna cross off the yarn into the first stitch and pull through, so you have changed the color. And we're gonna continue making this all across. So this is the concept of crocheting the pixel grid, and I'm sure that everybody has got a hang of it, and you can crochet any of the pixel grid by your own. Just select the design, and if you know the concept, you can do anything. So this concept is called the carry-on method, and I'm sure that everybody knows and everybody is clear to this method, no confusion. And if you had any confusion, you can always rewatch the first parts where I demonstrated really slowly. And if you wanna watch more detailing, so you can just rewatch the first part of the crocheting pixel grid video over here on the screen. So yeah, now I'm gonna meet you when I'm totally done with my pixel grid. So yeah, and don't worry if you forgot, just rewatch the first parts. So yeah, I'm gonna meet you when I'm over here when I'm done. Hey guys, so finally I'm done with my pixel grid, and after my pixel grid I had 3 extra rows like in the beginning after making the pixel grid. So I'm just gonna finish up, but before I'm gonna cut this pink yarn which I used to make the butterfly design. So I'm just gonna cut it over here, and I'm gonna show you how I cut it. First I'm gonna grab onto my just pink yarn and leave the green yarn go, and I'm gonna chain 1 into the pink yarn. So to chain I go behind, over, and on top of my working yarn, and I'm gonna pull through the loop on my hook, and I'm just gonna cut it from my index finger like this, and then I'm gonna pull it out, so like this. And now I'm just gonna continue making the single crochet rows with the green yarn. So yeah, like this. And then after cutting, you can just pull the pink yarn out like this, the pink tail out. You can just tie it, but not too tight as your piece is squished. And now I can just count that I have 12 of 28 stitches. So yeah, I have 12 of 28 stitches up like how I had at the bottom. So no stitch change, just 1. And I'm gonna chain 1 again, and I'm gonna flip off my work, and I'm just gonna carry on this tail with me so it can hide inside my stitch. So I'm just gonna place a normal single crochet all across this, but the only difference will be that I'm going inside my last stitch, as you can see, but I'm holding onto the yarn tail as well, cutting onto it, and then I'm gonna do a yarn under, pull through. Now I got two loops on my hook. I'm gonna yarn or pull through both. So this way, this tail will be hidden inside the stitches, or you can just carry it like how you did in the pixel grid. So insert your hook into the next stitch. The tail is always with you. Yarn under, pull through. Now I got two loops on my hook. I'm gonna yarn over, pull through both loops, and now I'm just gonna do it one more time like this, and I guess one more. So now this tail is secured much more, and I can just easily cut it from here, the pink tail, so we won't need to hide it that much later. And I'm just gonna place one single crochet all across this until I reach the end, and when I'm gonna reach the end, I'm just gonna chain one, move upwards and go this way, and then I'm gonna chain one, move upwards and go this way, and we're gonna finish off a round, like my round, with this. And you might be different, you have less rows or the same rows like how I had. So I'm just gonna continue making these single crochets all across and two more rows, and I'm gonna meet you when I'm done. Hey, I'm finally done making my 3 extra rows, and now you can see it's like a curl in between, so you can just pull it tightly from the middle of it, because we change the color, and when we change the color we tighten the yarn, and that's why it's just slowly shrunk. So you can just gently or tightly pull in between, so it can be the same thing of your pixel grid. And then now I'm just gonna chain one extra, and I'm gonna pull a bigger loop around this bit, and I'm just gonna cut this from here and pull out the working yarn, tighten it, and then now I'm just gonna weave in this. To weave, you're gonna thread the tail through the darning needle, and you're gonna face the back side of your piece, and you're gonna go through any of the loop, like you can go everyone know how to weave in the ends. Pick up any of the random loop from the back piece and go through and pull it through completely, and then you can cut the excess yarn from here and do the same thing for the remaining extra yarn ends over here from the beginning. So now we are finally done with our pixel grid videos, and if you like them, a great thumbs up for them. And for this, you can use it as a bag. You can make a bag with it, or you can just make a device cover with it, like adding more rows into it. Just go and then sew it from the side over here, or you can just make slip stitches around. I'm just gonna weave it in this one later because I need to make a bag with it. So this is the end of our video. If you like my videos, a great thumbs up for them, and if you want to watch more of my videos, go to my channel and subscribe it. So bye, wait till tomorrow for the next tutorial.